Mental wellness is healthcare. Though there are resources such as therapy, barriers like access, affordability, lack of established insurance coverage guidelines, and direction to appropriate resources exist. Often, individuals simply need someone to talk to. 7 Cups is an online chat service that trains volunteers to effectively listen with empathy. It exists to fill a deficit in provision of mental well-being services. The mission of 7 Cups is to provide global, on-demand emotional support to fulfill the vision that one day everyone will have their own listener. As trained listeners, our group of 8 has provided personalized virtual safe spaces through engaging in support chats for over 370 individuals all over the world. Additionally, we learned how to connect individuals to appropriate resources such as crisis hotlines and mental health professionals. We aim to explore the efficacy of 7 Cups' mission in terms of leadership while serving a variety of individuals for this service learning experience. Ultimately, we found that 7 Cups is an effective support system that bridges the gap between accesses and resources for individuals experiencing mental well-being struggles.
In class, we learned about a very important concept called situational leadership. Situational leadership describes being able to act as a leader and cater reaction to different situations in the most ideal manner. While volunteering with 7 Cups, we were able to talk to people that are in unique situations with life challenges such as mental health, financial situations, and family issues. As listeners, we were able to adapt depending on the situation and respond appropriately to cater to the users the best way possible.
In our service learning class, one of the things we talked about was what's called the FISH method, which is being present, enhancing someone's day, and choosing your attitude. Through volunteering with 7 Cups, being present is how you're able to help the people that you're trying to help. And by doing that, you can enhance someone's day. And that's our goal, is to make someone who's struggling have a better day than they've been having. And you can do that by choosing your attitude and choosing to be positive. Because if you're negative, you won't be able to help someone who's having a hard time.
The 7 Cups team offers their services to over 2 million people from 192 countries. Many individuals use 7 Cups for a variety of reasons, and 7 Cups works to try to meet these unmet needs. One individual I spoke with, let's call them Alex, was finally diagnosed with bipolar disorder. However, this diagnosis was delayed several months as they did not have the monetary means to pay for an evaluation. Now they are fortunate enough to afford a psychiatrist and medication. However, they still cannot afford a therapist. So as a low-budget replacement, they signed up for 7 Cups to see if they could receive coping strategies or anything else they could use to help alleviate their symptoms besides their medication and an official diagnosis. Now, Alex is just one story one volunteer has had. 7 Cups has had over 450,000 volunteers in around 192 countries.
The mission statement of 7 Cups is to empower every human to care for one another, and the civic responsibility of volunteers is to actively listen to users when they need someone to talk to and or ask questions that can help guide them towards drawing conclusions or even finding possible solutions. Before one can volunteer on the site, prospective volunteers must go through a training program run by the 7 Cups website that gives them an idea of how to talk to those that need help while also mentally preparing them for any given situation. Although we volunteer to help others, being a listener also reminds us of our own personal struggles. This definitely applies to me as I've had my fair share of mental breakdowns in the past, but being on 7 Cups makes me realize that I'm not alone with these struggles and that it's okay to not be okay. By being listeners, we can help make the community a more positive place while also helping ourselves get through our own personal struggles.
We have learned so much by working with 7 Cups. Some of the lessons that we have learned is empathy, creating boundaries, and active listening. While in the story of Alex, as serving as temporary solution to the overall problem of insufficient resources in the healthcare field, as listeners, we think that this is one step in resolving the overall issue. As future healthcare workers, we believe that this will equip us and prepare us for what we face in the medical field.
We would like to say thank you to our professor, Dr. Stacy Myron, for supporting our group throughout this entire experience and for empowering us to seek meaningful connections while creating impactful moments. We would also like to extend our gratitude to Ryan Reagan for supporting the development of the project.
Throughout this presentation, we mentioned many things, from the FISH philosophy to direct information relating to 7 Cups. Below are our references for our presentation.